What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me here, everyone. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and I love tabletop gaming. We do a video every day of the week, and on Tuesdays I like to give you bullet point reasons why I love a particular title. And that's no different today, because that is what we are here to do. But you can find a video every day of the week. We drop 2 on Monday. We do a live playthrough on Friday night and Saturday night. There's more videos here than anywhere else on YouTube in the course of an entire week. So why don't you show us a little love and support, hit that subscribe, and then we're going to get started, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is that I've been enjoying out of Let Them Eat Cake. So yeah, over the years I've played a few historically based games. I've enjoyed most of the ones that I've played to some degree or another. But to come across a game that is based on the French Revolution, I had never seen anything like this before. So that caught my attention, and to this day that still captures my attention. It's still a plus mark, it's a check mark, so to speak, on how I feel about this title. Game about the French Revolution, and it's not just like a move and roll kind of game. It's not a roll and write kind of game. No, this is a game of politics, scheming, backstabbing, and most importantly, pastries. Now, at its core, you can kind of see that this game was seeded with ideas and concepts that you would find in a mafia or werewolf style game. They're definitely here somewhere in the base of this game. But it's so much more than that. Yes, there is a voting mechanic to the game, but this game goes beyond the mob rule mentality and eventually puts all of the player elimination firmly in the hands of one player, the player that the others ultimately vote to be the guillotine master. And this is part of the politics of the game. You are going to be voting offices every single turn. The madness and insanity of the revolution is causing positions of power to constantly shift. And that is done, I think, beautifully in this game with the fact that every single turn, you players are going to be changing roles. One moment you may be the guillotine master, and the next you may be the head baker. You don't know from turn to turn. You know what you want. You know the positions that you want to get from turn to turn for the different abilities and powers that they're going to give you on that turn. But whether you get it or not is really up to the other players. There's a lot of wheeling and dealing in this game. It definitely has more of a political feel than a mob mentality that you would find in like Blood on the Clock Tower. This is one of those games that induces stress. Now, I've said this before, I do enjoy stress-inducing games. It adds a little bit of realism to it while you're sitting around the table. And this, turn by turn, what is happening, who is in what seat of power from one moment to the next, and is your neck literally on the line? And a lot of people are turned off by player elimination games. And sure, I get that. If a game is going to last, let's say 30 minutes, and you're the first one out of the game, you might not be entertained by sitting there and watching everyone else play. Some individuals are. It's like the people that like to watch video games being played more than actually playing them themselves. But that's not always the case with board games. I find that more a video game thing than a board game thing. So there's usually the problem with player elimination. I get that, and I understand if that's something that you can never get over. Sure, I'm not going to try to change your mind on that. But this game does handle it in a different way, since there is, as I said, promises being made, political promises. There's maneuvers being made, strategic maneuvers, Machiavellian level events going on, so to speak, behind the revolutionary scene. And this pulls it all together with the tension, with the voting, with the politics that brings this game explosively to life like no other French Revolution game could, that I can imagine just sitting here right now in the moment while I'm telling you this. I don't know how they could achieve a level of success like this game does. If you enjoy historical board games, personally, or maybe you're a teacher, or maybe you're just someone that's really a Frenchophile, this game is something you need to take a look at. This isn't a dungeon delve game. This isn't an Ameritrash game at all. It definitely is a Euro-style game, so keep that in mind as well. But it's the kind of game that politically is going to keep you at each other's throats with smiles on your faces. So go, give it a chance, and go check out Let Them Eat Cake.